Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he makes the half goal. It's a touchdown on the pick six. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. So that brings up 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Will be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Hurts throwing again. He's got it to his running back. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throwing for Hurts. Trying for the deep ball. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Dante Jackson takes it away. Has a hole left, room to run. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, it's a tough second pick six to watch.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air following the pick six. And a man is there to knock that away. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So it's second down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. Drive starts out with a first and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Wilson now from the gun. Austin's there to haul it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. It's a 2-score game early. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. From the gun, they go with Harris. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Josh Sweat making the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Russ now from the gun. It's cut. That's Mike Williams. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Throwing again is Russ. This finds Austin complete.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll have a Commander's first down. The tackle's made it about the 38-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80. Go.
A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. Now, a handoff to Eckler. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Commander's first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. It's Jamison Crowder. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Kenneth Gainwell going to bring it out of the end zone. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air right away is Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Hey, 73, 63.
Now it's Hurts. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Daniels now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
On play action, Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st down, Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Let's go now. Panther 60. Ready?
Throwing again. Daniels. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, He tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
This is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. A huge play just before the half. 33 yards. Hurts working in the pistol. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Hurts. Now quick throw taken in by Brown.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Second and 7. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Deron Payne there for the stop. 3rd and 5. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
Hawk 70. Ready?
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Ready, break. 19 Tiger. Get it. Let go.
They'll throw with Daniels. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. Ready.
From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Here we go. Check.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. It is brought in the end zone. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Washington. Here's Seibert now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Hurts to the air on first down. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.